Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is a new episode of the Right Info Podcast Show with your host, Antoine. And I hope everybody's having a good weekend so far. You know, this is a 3-day weekend for me because Monday is President's Day and I don't have to work at all on Monday. And I also hope everybody had a great Valentine's Day. You know, girlfriends, baby mamas, wives, cousins, sisters, significant others got gifts from their boyfriends or husbands or whatever, you know, who are there with and enjoyed their gifts. Now, Valentine's Day was good for me even though I had to work, but it made me no difference because, you know, I rarely, commemorate Valentine's Day. I mean, I dated years ago and gave gifts for Valentine's Day, The gifts were fine, the gifts were good, The ladies that I dated, over the years, they enjoyed their gifts and all, and if they were happy, I was happy. Which brings me to a topic of my podcast blog tonight. Well, it's a blog, but it's a podcast, and the podcast is the best Valentine's Day experience I've had or a gift that I've received. Yes. Now, the ladies always got their gifts, so now I'm going to give my perspective on what I received on Valentine's Day. Now, this was way back when I was a sophomore in high school back in 1993. I had a crush on this girl at the time, and we were in the beginning phase of an awkward high school romance. It was Valentine's Day. 1993 was coming up, Valentine's Day 1993 was coming up. I was rewording it. And, it was one of those situations where, you're not quite sure if it's too early to get something for the other person or not. Now, I remember wanting to avoid the awkwardness of one of us getting something and the other deciding not to. So I manned up and just asked her she wanted to be my Valentine. And she said sure. But I still had no idea what to get her. So, like the smooth teenage boy that I was 16 years old going on 17 in February 93, even though my birthday is in May. I turned 17 in May at 1993, but I was 16. I came up with a great idea. I simply asked her what she wanted. Something very romantic. And she told me something basic, probably some chocolate or a stuffed teddy bear. Sometimes that can be the usual Valentine's Day gift. And then turned the tables on me and asked what I wanted. I was never asked, as long as I had a Valentine before, 16 years old, what I wanted. And it caught me by surprise. Just trying to be funny, I listed off a mixture of serious answers and ridiculous ones. Now, something like, just some chocolate, maybe some flowers, the moon, a new car, whatever you can imagine. I was being funny. I don't know whether she took me seriously or thought I was joking, but that's the way it seemed like it. That's the way I was putting it. I was putting it in a jokingly way, so I really didn't know how she took it. Valentine's Day came, and I remember seeing her across the schoolyard that day. We typically didn't see each other until lunchtime. I know she had a medium-sized Valentine's Day bag and assumed that some other poor chump had been showing her gifts that day. When I saw her and we exchanged gifts, I realized how wrong I had been. The bag was for me, and inside was everything I asked for. Now, I don't remember everything I asked for and everything that was inside, but this was like 31 years ago. But I remember a few things that have stuck in my mind until this very day. Here I am, 47 years old, and I very much didn't remember what I asked for back in 93. I guess it all comes to me when I'm very much thinking about it. And because I asked for the chocolates, I got a few Hershey Kisses. Because I asked for flowers, some of those fake fabric roses petals scattered on the bottom of the flower bag, where they put the flowers in. Because I asked for the moon, one of those individually wrapped Babel cheeses, little round cheese that everybody likes. They're good. I like them too. Now, because I asked for a new car, I got a damn Hot Wheels sports car. And I'm getting a Hot Wheels sports car. I mean, hell, I didn't even drive when I was 16 years old. It was just, I was just being funny when I made the remark. So, she did it. And another one, because I asked for a new car, I said that already. Now, as cheesy as it was for her to put all that together, I still think it very much was the best gift I ever received for Valentine's Day. It was awkward and clever, and I couldn't help but appreciate it. And I appreciated the gifts that she got. Now, I really can't very much recall. I think I remember what I got her for Valentine's Day. This like back in the 90s, like 93, 31 years ago. I believe I got her a heart-shaped box of chocolates, a teddy bear, and a card. That's very much what I got her. She loved it. She enjoyed it. It's been a long time. We enjoyed our gifts. She enjoyed hers. I enjoyed mine. And, we very much took it from there. We sat down. I think I remember very much that we went into the courtyard area of the high school. We had this little courtyard area in the high school. The high school's not there anymore, but in the surrounding area of the high school is this courtyard, and we sat in this little bench, and we just sat and we talked, and we respected each other's gift, gave kudos to one another's gifts. She liked hers, I liked mine, and we dated some years later, but we both separated because we both graduated from high school, went to college. I tried to get in very much contact with her, but I haven't very much seen her since. We graduated the same year, 1995, that we graduated from high school. She went off to college. I went to junior college, then I went to four-year college and graduated from both of them. So I very much don't know what happened to her then. Over years I tried to find her. I believe last I heard that she got married and had kids, but I didn't take it personal. We were young high schoolers enjoying Valentine's Day that day, and that's a Valentine's experience I would never forget. I was appreciative of the gift that she got me, and I know she loved what I got her. Even though we haven't seen each other in so long and I really much haven't heard from her again, I hold no ill will, no qualms, or no negativity about it whatsoever. Life goes on after love, that sort of thing. But Valentine's Day was special because it was very much the first time that Valentine's Day was special because it was very much the first time that I received a gift from someone instead of me giving the gift. And just thought was nice. The gesture was great. I loved it, every bit of it. I complimented it. Okay. I made a joke about what I wanted, and she really took it seriously and got me those things in the Valentine's Day bag. And I was like, thank you. I appreciate this. Like I said, 31 years later, I still really couldn't remember what I asked for, but it very much came to me later on down the line. I may have stated earlier that I didn't remember, but, as you think about things like that, reminisce about the good things that happen during a celebration or an occasion or whatever, it comes back to you. The memories come back to you, and it plays in your mind constantly until you remember. So the gesture that she pulled was nice, and I didn't want to say pulled, but she carried out was nice. I said pull like she was pulling some kind of a prank or something. But I come to think about it or find out the prank is on me because everything I asked for, basically, I was joking about it and she actually got it. So she was the one with the last laugh and I took it in stride. And, it was great. It was wonderful. We all laughed. I very much laughed. I didn't say we, but I say I laughed because this happened so many years ago. And I just want to give everyone a nice little rundown of what Valentine's Day 1993 was for me. When I was 16 years old, I tried to play a prank, and she played it back, and it kind of backfired on me in my head because everything that I jokingly asked for, she actually got for me. And I was like, okay, that was really something. You got me. And, like I said, this was a good Valentine's Day. Well, that was a good Valentine's Day experience, and I'll never forget it. With this, delivering this podcast, this is now Season 2, Episode 7 of the Right Info Podcast Show, a very special Valentine's Day edition, post-Valentine's Day. That was Valentine's Day 1993. There's also a blog written about it. on the right info, so you all can read in full detail what it is. And this is the podcast that goes with the blog, so this will definitely be posted. Everybody can listen in to this podcast. So I'm gonna say goodnight to everyone. Hope everybody enjoyed their weekend. I may have more blogs and a President's Day podcast coming either Monday or Tuesday or whenever. So everybody look out for that. Read the blog about my high school Valentine pass and listen to the podcast. I will definitely have it up so y'all can listen and get a nice little crack out of it and a good experience and a good listen. I'm going to say good night. Everybody have a good weekend. Love you all. Take care. Bye-bye.